Hello and welcome back to episode 15 of Retrospective Progression. I'm Aredawg, the creator hero, and in today's episode, I really don't want to press F1 every time I do that intro because, I have to hold it. It's kind of a pain going into F5 and then pressing F1. I am so looking forward to moving up a place to actually make this really easy on myself and I don't actually have to hold the F1 button. Which means today I should probably start a little bit of work on figuring out where I'm going to put that Growly challenge. So I did a little bit of work. I did grab some obsidian, and what I'm thinking, I need 10 of these. Oh yeah, I have this for a later purpose, which we will get to. I do want to put a portal over there because I think having that be the Growly Challenge Island, I want to have that where the portal over there is where the entrance to the Nether coaster will be. So I definitely want to put that down there, but I'm not sure where right now, and my main focus actually right now is working on this. So let's head over to our Dwarven Keep and, well, our Dwarven Mountain. And I'll start working on showing you I did move a little bit, but we'll start working on finishing off that wall. First and foremost, I did kind of remove a couple of chests, about 6 chests here, and I consolidated all of the cobblestone into these 4 chests. And since the wall is literally right there, like, having these chests here makes it so much easier than having to go from all the way over there to there. So I'm going to get started on building or continuing the alpha wall. And once I've gotten the towers done and I've taken down that entire line that's right there, we will kind of come back in and I'll show you how far I've got the walls and such. So towers, then walls, then, you know, just walk the whole thing. So I'm gonna get working on this. Got the towers built, and now I need to work on making sure I've got all the entry points kind of carved out for each and every one of them, and then I can start building onto those walls. And yeah, this is a tall portion over here, and getting closer, you can see that obviously it's not just, you know, these towers. Of course, I have done it all the way down over there, and as you can see, it's, well, yeah, it kind of dips down a little bit and then kind of goes all the way down to that, I think further than that end, because yeah, that's kind of halfway. So, and I think there's another tall point over this way, so it kind of comes up and dips down, up a little bit, and then back down, and then goes up again, and then dips back down. So yeah, this wall is going to be a little bit crazier to put together. So yeah, I'm going to get working on this now. And we've got stage number 2 done. So stage 1 was getting the towers up. Stage 2 is getting the elevation for the walls set up. So this is actually where the path is going to be, and then the walls just go one more above that. It's actually, a lot of places are a little bit steeper, so there's a lot of me actually having to kind of dig further into. As you can see, like right here, this goes steep, but it should be up there, but it's right there. And I think this tower specifically, if you look at it over here, maybe it's not this tower. Maybe it's one of the, maybe it's that tower right over there. Yeah, this tower right here. It's kind of a little bit lower than it should be. The entrance is right there on this side, so it probably just needs to come down too. That is 16 up from the tallest part, which is right there, but I think I'm going to fudge that just a little just to bring it down so it looks nice and even, and we have an easier path into it. Yeah, So I'll get working on the walls, and then, and then we will, points for that reference. You will go and we'll run the whole thing all the way to the other end. Yeah, that's gonna be a long montage. Let me go heal up and make sure I got enough stone. Got myself healed up a little bit and kind of came back. It's almost daytime, and I actually wanted to point out this tower. I think this is the actual tower I'm going to be shrinking down, because now that I look back at the other one, it's probably all right. But this one definitely needs to be shrunk down just a little bit. So we'll see how this one looks. But I think this should be fine. The walls are now completed, but a couple of these towers I feel like I need to make a little better. I think this one's actually fine, and I think that one's okay. But there are some that are further down. Actually, there's one that's further down that I want to update and make a little bit nicer. And let's see. Yeah, this one's fine. Although I may want to change this one too, because if we look at how this one kind of angles into here, yeah, I could probably drop this down. It won't be 15 on the main here, but it will look nicer overall if I just step this down a little bit. So instead of having this go up and then down like this, like, because this is an aggressive angle here. This is the most aggressive angle I can do, because I'm wanting to do half slabs in between. I'm not want to do any stairs in between. So I'm thinking of having this one kind of step down a little bit, take a little bit off from the top here. But I believe there's one all the way over there. This one in the distance that you can see right here, that one also needs to be kind of fixed up a little bit. It's a little too high, and I could definitely make that like a little less. Again, it's not going to be that whole like 16 blocks up high, but again, it's really high up there, so I'm taking some creative liberties. So let's work on cleaning up some of these towers. Let's go over this way. This is the tower that I kind of want to start working on first. So what we'll do to start off is we'll kind of take this off a little bit here, because again, we can't just go straight across. I'd like this to just come across straight. And though we have this in here, what we'll do is we'll just kind of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this is going to be 7 right here, and then we'll put this up here, and then this will come across this way. So basically, it's now going to come down like this. We'll tear this down, and we'll tear down 3 up top here, and just make this nice and easy. My pickaxe is about to go, so I'm going to get myself another pickaxe, and then I will work on this and show the completed steps for this one. We got this one fixed now, so it's a lot nicer. So instead of going up and heading up there and then for some reason just going down like 3 more blocks and coming down, it's just a nice even like walk across here. But it's not the only one that I need to fix. As you can see, this one doesn't actually have a flat base, and I do need a light up underneath it. So, hi Zombird. Basically what I'm going to look to do for this part, I need to go up to here. But unfortunately, this angle here is a steep angle. And that also means that I would need to up this one right here, because I can actually steepen this angle a little bit to give me 2 here. But that means that I would have to raise this tower by 2. So instead of it being that 16 base, it goes up to 18. But again, I'm taking some liberties to make it look nicer. And basically this would go up 2 as well to allow me to have this nice little flat area, because I'd like to have a flat area here. And there was some lag. So I am going to do a little bit of work on this. In fact, let me show you what I'm going to do here. So for this part, we're just going to come across this way. And then we're going to need to put this here so we can put our torches there. Take care of that. And I'm just going to cover over the stuff that I've already put down, because it's not worth it to try and tear out everything that I put in. So we'll just put that there. That means, yeah, these will go here and here. And then we will come up a little bit more here. And another bit here, and then come up to there and there. We'll do that and that so we can take these down. We will have to put these up further. And same with this side. So we can take out these torches here to make it good enough. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm going to also do the same here. I'm going to just double this up here and then get this to be a nice flat location. So that way these are in the right place. So I'm going to work on that, and yeah, I'll show you once that's done so we can work on, I think, the last tower, which is that one over there. And that should do that. So I did boost this up. Oh, I forgot one last thing to do here. Let's just jump up here real quick, because gonna need these on here so that way we don't have mobs spawning up here, because yeah, that'd be no bueno as I'm trying to go across the wall. Rather not have that. But yeah, I've as you can see, I have boosted it up twice. It makes it a lot easier to come across this way now, so we can just come up this way nicely, and we keep this nice even angle, so it's a pretty steep angle for the next 3, which is great. So now let's see what other ones we need to kind of fix. Here's our next tower that we need to clean up. So you can see here that we have too high. We're literally at the top of the cloud level here. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to need to take, obviously, all this stuff down, because we're going to want to leave it at this level high. I'll worry about keeping that there for now. But what we want to do is we want to bring this down a little bit more. So we're basically taking this the opposite way that we had that other one over there. So we're going to push this in. We're going to come across this way. We're going to place these here. And it's going to be 3 and then another 3 set here. So kind of like this. And then from here, this is, oh, it doesn't matter about the underside there. This will be a 2, so we're gonna knock this down and bring this across this way, like so. And then this will be another 3 here. So we'll take this part down. Up. And we'll keep going. I do not like clouds in Minecraft. They are a little annoying. They get to be obtrusive, especially when you're playing around in this level. So then we would have this just come straight across this way. We'll kind of clear this stuff out. That's not where I wanted that. Again, hard to tell with the clouds. But then we can just take this out, and there we go. This is the next set done. Now we just need to make sure that the torches are on the right levels. And it looks like, there, that looks good. And let us clean this one up. Make sure all this looks like it's nice and even leveled. And we'll do it on the other side. So then the only thing left to do is to take that bit down. Oops, that was not what I wanted to take out. And then once I have all this completed, what I'm gonna do to finish this off before we do the whole run is I didn't actually put everything all the way down from here, and there is also a little bit of a yeah, right down here. I'm gonna need to do the same thing here, do some cleaning up, get rid of the dirt, make it all look like it's all one thing, like it's all stuck into the stone. And then once I get that done, get all this cleaned up, then I will do the whole run. So let me get working on that. I've got this tower all cleaned up now, and it should look pretty good. So the last thing, of course, I need to do is take some of this stuff and jump on down into the water down there. Let's just wee, and basically we need to just fill this stuff in so that way it looks nice and flat. Also sounds like there's some mobs in there, so I probably should light up on the inside there. Wall is now all completed. So now I've gotten all the sides all nice and neat, so that looks like it's actually a fixture here in the ground. So let's go all the way across, starting kind of at the beginning of the day. I'll go all the way through the night. fourth wall Aredawg here, just to let you know, yeah, that last clip, I did say stuff afterwards, but I was muted. Shame on me. So anyway, that did take about 5 minutes for me to get across. And again, this right here is where we're going to have our next phase, which isn't until beta 1.3._01. That's when we get the next terrain update, the next biome update. So once we get that, then obviously this whole area, this desert portion right here, is going to go away. So I may want to just, maybe dig some of this stuff out, maybe dig all this sand out, because yeah, sand is gonna be a little bit harder, like for bigger projects. Like if I ever get to the point where I need like a ton of concrete, sand is going to be necessary. And I don't have any sandstone here, so it's probably just all gonna have like a little bit of flat stone underneath there. So I'd like to get this done first. Then once I get to that next level, or the 2 levels from here, because our next one is actually beta 1.0.2, which is kind of the beta release. I do want to start working on getting the shell on this side set up, because yeah, we're gonna need to go all the way over there. So if I run this whole direction, that's gonna be a 10-minute walk, whereas if I run in this direction, it's gonna be the same if I just kind of come this way and go off this way. So eventually I'm gonna need to do that, but to start off, I need stone, and I don't have a lot. I did also go ahead and pick up flint and steel, because as you'll see on my way back, because I do want to talk with you guys on my way back for some plans I have, I need to get rid of trees. The no having decay in this version of Minecraft Alpha is just a little painful. I'm still gonna try and collect as much of the wood as I can, but until I get shears, I ain't gonna take them bushes away. So this section right here, I'm thinking of designating this wing C or D. I'm not 100% sure how I should be separating out all these wings, because each of them has their own unique little style here, and I think right here, this one right here seems to be like the best place to put like a little, kingly fashion. So maybe this is like the higher portion, like this is the richer part of the Dwarven Undercity. We've got the quarry over there, but that's just one of them. Maybe we have another one that's over there or over there. And of course, since it's going to be up in the mountain, maybe there's some even higher stuff up there. Another thing that I'm wanting to do here is in this area, like this may be like where the rich district is. So maybe this is kind of a tunnel away that goes to like that location, which will link up over there. But I kind of want to put a wall gate over here, and I want there to be farmlands that are kind of out in this area. The idea is that, of course, this is protected by the wall here, and we have different types of crops that grow out here, beetroot, carrots, potatoes. Maybe we've got like a cow farm, chicken farm, pig farm. Essentially all the farms, but I'm going to keep it as an actual farm, not my industrial farm, which I think will be all the way over with the mob farm that I've got over there. This whole section seems to be pretty good to do that. So whichever hall I choose this to be, Hall C, Hall D, whatever it is, the farmlands will connect to that as well as the main path over there. And this is where Hall A is going to be. I'm thinking of having a gate over there as well. But now I need to burn some leaves. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that, get those leaves burning, because I don't like floating trees. Yeah, burn. But I also, ugh, got a little bit of lag there. I also don't want to burn trees that have wood on it, so I'm just going to see if I can get the floating trees. It seems as if the fire is actually making this lag a little bit more than it should be. So I think I'm going to do that on my free time. What we will do, though, is we will go back to... man. All he was doing was lighting fires, and it's just making it real slow. But anyway, I'll go back to the quarry, because I am low on stone resources, and... Oh, ooh. I heard that skeleton, but didn't see him, and with the lag, it's not that helpful. And... give me a second. Let me see if I can clear up this lag. Turns out I actually had a secondary process that was going that was causing that lag. So that was my own fault. Whoopsies. But anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted by that skeleton over there, and by the fact that some of these leaves need to be burned, and maybe the lag is now gone. Yes, burn. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Yep, did that wrong. Just kind of gonna run through here, maybe take out some of these big leaves, because, yeah, I don't need them. So anyway, while it's getting dark here, let me just lay out the foundation for where I'm going to be putting the next quarry, because I'm thinking of doing different levels here. This one obviously is going to start going into the actual like Underdark portion, so it's like the negatives once we get to the caves and cliffs, but that's going to be a long time for now. So for now, all we're going to worry about is getting the rest of these set out. So I hope I have enough blocks to get a good size going, and I think I kind of want to start it here. So that way the next portion is probably going to start somewhere over here and is going to connect either on this one or that one, and then that's going to connect into there, and this is going to be like where they start. So they go this direction to this one, to that one, to that one, to that one, to that one, and then they go down into there. So that's the basic idea of what the quarry is going to be, so I can start working on digging some of this down. Probably going to start with this one because this is the deepest portion. And while most of this is probably going to stay the same, I'm probably just going to leave the top portion and the bottom portion, like this cobblestone here. I'm going to keep those, but all the walls in between are going to disappear. This goes all the way down to -24. And then this one I've actually situated to be at negative. Pulling up my papers again, because it's what I do. -8. So I'll need to differentiate which one goes where. And then, of course, I need to have a good, like, 16-step way of down. So maybe there's, like, stairs on the outside that get you down into the deeper quarries or something along those lines. And I almost fell. So that's where I'm going to call it for this episode. We did quite a lot. We've finished off the alpha wall, which that's probably going to be the only alpha to alpha wall. obviously. Everything else is going to be alpha to beta, and then of course the beta is going to be there's going to be a wall around the beta that puts it into the main area, which again, I'm going to clean those up as well. So yeah, I do want to say thanks for coming along with episode 15 of Retrospective Progression. If you like the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you next time. Later.